All right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay. Take today's date.
Okay.
Subtract the number of kills you got on your very first match in Blood Gulch in Halo.
I keep that on the bottom of my shoe. 100%.
Multiply by the number of Mega Man bosses from the original series, including Wily Wars.
Okay.
Add the number of your favorite Final Fantasy. Divide by the year that you first played Yoshi's Island.
All right. Okay, I got that one.
And finally, subtract the number of total hours you've played Perfect Dark's multiplayer.
Okay. Oh, easy. Yeah. That was wonderful.
What'd you get?
This is my social security number.
Thanks! Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Nerdstrodamus. I'm Dr. Pants.
I'm Lambo.
And welcome to the first episode of Season
4.
Oh,
my God.
Yes, this is the beginning of Season 4 of Nerdstrodamus, and we're sporting some
merch.
We want to give a shout-out to Mr. Snarls, who gifted us probably the best Christmas gift we could have got.
Ever.
So, thank you. We'll show off the backs at some point. But we're starting Season 4 the same way we start typically every season of Nerdstrodamus.
We got to talk about what we're really excited for in 2019.
Right. So, as always, we're going to be talking about our top 5 most excited games of 2019. Now, we want to preface it this time because we never have in the past. But every single year, we do this list. And
half our games don't come out.
And also, Nintendo's the big problem with this. Yeah. There's always games that get announced not long after this that kind of move on to our list.
Yeah.
Particularly like when the Switch came out. That like blew my list out of the water. But as of right now, we're going to talk about games that are confirmed for release this year and the ones we're most excited for. And we're each going to do our top 5 lists.
This is our top 5 games of 2019.
So what's your number 5?
Oh, my number 5 is, it's coming out really soon. So I better get this episode out there. Kingdom Hearts 3. What's the problem, Pants?
When did Kingdom Hearts 2 come out?
2000 and something?
Yeah, a long frickin' time.
Yeah.
And since then, we've gotten a lot of Kingdom Hearts games.
Has it been a longer time than between like Duke Nukem and then Duke Nukem Forever?
I don't think so.
That was 13 years. Has it been longer?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I think it has been
Then
longer.
it's been longer.
Well, hold on.
Yeah. But yeah, I know. I'm super excited. They've announced a bunch of the different worlds for it. Most of them are, the Pixar properties that they have now. But I'm rather excited to play through a little bit of Wreck-It Ralph. It's going to be silly.
But that's not Pixar World.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
It's a 3D animated
3D animated stuff.
We're getting,
but then we got
Tangled,
Frozen.
yeah.
And then they're obviously doing like Toy Story this time, which is going to be like, tent pole for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be amazing.
So you're excited to finish out the story, right?
I don't know what's going on. I didn't even play 2. So
I don't even know what's going on.
Doesn't matter. Everyone's all like, I remember I was looking online and somebody I follow on Facebook was saying something like, I need to play all those games I missed in between or whatever. And I'm like, story.
I think there's only really one that's worthwhile, and that was Birth by Sleep.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
No, it looks cool. I'm just, at this point, I think I'm out of it. I was really excited for 1. I love playing 2. They were a great time, but after so long, I'm mad about it. But I'm excited to see what happens with it.
Oh yeah,
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited to see when the game comes out and see the reviews and see what people are saying, and that might get me back on the bandwagon.
I just wish it was still like 1998 because then we would totally have like a demo disc for Final Fantasy 16 or whatever. That's all I'm gonna say. That doesn't happen anymore though.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Remember Dragon Quest VIII came packaged with a demo for 12?
Yeah.
That was a good time.
And Brave Prince of Musashi had one for 8.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
Those were good times. So anyway, my number 5, Wargroove.
What is this?
Okay.
What is this?
It's an indie game. It's an indie game. I don't want to say it was last year. I think it was the year before when Nintendo did their Nindies presentation. It was one of the games they announced for it. It was like right in the early days of the Switch. Wargroove looked like Advance Wars and Fire Emblem mixed together.
Oh, I think I remember this.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's coming back to my brain.
And some people are probably saying, well, they're very similar series. It's true. But Wargroove is take Advance Wars, make it more medieval style units. We're talking knights and lancers and archers and things like that. But now instead of like each unit being just one person, like in Fire Emblem, it's a unit of people like in Advance Wars, where like a unit is 10 soldiers.
Sweet.
The game looks classic. It's all pixelated. Like, the opposing armies are different colors. And not only that, but it's going to have multiplayer, and it's going to have basically like a matchmaker. Like, I'm talking about an editor where you can edit the different maps and whatnot for different matches. Yeah, matchmaking, I realized, was not the correct term, but that's okay.
It hurts my brain.
But it's got a map editor to it.
That's pretty sweet.
And as an indie game, it just looks really, really cool. And it's by the same company that put out Stardew Valley.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Which, if you've never played Stardew Valley, a really, really great indie game. A lot of people love it. Great quality, and it was supported for a long time. So I'm looking forward to this title. I love me a good tactical game. I love me a good classic-style tactical game. So I'm really, really excited for this.
I'm going to go the opposite direction and go down the dude bro path.
I would almost argue that Kingdom Hearts 3 is a little bit the dude bro path anymore.
No. Doom Eternal. I'm very excited.
I'm excited for that one, too. It's just not enough to get my top 5. But
no, I mean, the first Doom for PS4 a couple years ago was like one of the best games ever.
We did an episode on it, and did we review it?
We reviewed it.
We don't review games.
We gave it so many splorches out of 5.
Probably like 4 or 4.5 because we didn't review anything we hated.
No. It was absolutely excellent. The multiplayer was amazing. And right now, those ID software or id Software properties are really starting to come back. And, you know, I feel like, you know, Wolfenstein's now getting into a nice little groove. And as long as Doom can pull out a really, really decent end game, because I feel like the end game of the first one left me just a little bit wanting. I wanted a little bit more of like a super epic final boss stuff.
I mean, from the teaser trailer alone with like the sword and everything, it looks awesome.
It'll be awesome.
Plus, it's coming out on the Switch too right away, isn't it?
I want some big funky gun on my Switch.
That's all we ever want. Some big funky gun, BFG. So that brings me to my number 4.
What's your number 4?
Devil May Cry 5.
Whoa.
Yes. So they
didn't like explain to me how the game series is even working at this point.
Well, unlike
is this a sequel to the reboot, or is
this is a sequel to 4.
What's going on here?
So DMC Devil May Cry was like a reboot,
and
refresher.
It didn't work.
A lot of people were really upset because they changed Dante into somebody he wasn't. I actually wasn't a big fan of the game just because it was a lot of starting and stopping. Like, you would do a little bit of action, then it would be
all the cutscene stuff,
cutscene dialogue, whatnot. A little bit of action, cutscene dialogue stuff, which is a little bit in the other games too, but not as much. I feel like there was much more stretch of action between each cutscene in the original series, and DMC kind of changed that and tried to make it more a AAA style.
So this is kind of like a little bit.
This is going back to formula.
This is like Halloween this year. They put out a sequel to the old series.
Yes,
right, kind of like that.
Yes. So this is a direct sequel to the original series. It looks like a lot of the same team is back on, and I am a sucker for like high octane action hack and slash games. I love me the original Devil May Cry. I love me some Bayonetta. I love me some Onimusha.
Oh, that's coming back this year.
I know. It's a couple of weeks. It's a couple of weeks. Onimusha's coming back.
That'd be crazy.
It's not on my list, but that's because it's literally just a port of the original game. But back to Devil May Cry. It looks amazing. High production values, and I can't get enough of games like that. Super stylized, crazy action, ridiculous over-the-top set pieces, cinematics, boss fights. What more could you want? And that's my number 4. What's your number 3?
Psychonauts 2.
Oh my god, I forgot that was coming out.
Yeah, I know. It's another long-off sequel. I only just recently repurchased the original after many, many years of not playing it. I had it for my PS2 back in the olden days, and I loved it. It's not like the best playing or the most exciting action platformer, but the uniqueness, the fun, the game design, the
style, the humor.
That was the kind of stuff that drove me towards it. And as long as they can pull off any kind of craziness in the new one, it's going to be a classic again.
I mean, the original is a cult classic. It keeps coming back.
Oh yeah,
like it keeps getting.
They've re-released it on every store. Like it's on the PSN for PS4, I believe. It's on.
It's not on the eShop.
No, but it's been on Steam forever. I know they updated it a little while ago for more controller support and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah.
But no, I'm really excited for some Psychonauts 2.
I'm looking forward to seeing how that turns out too. My number 3.
Yes.
And I hate to say this because it was on my list last year.
Oh, was it?
It was, and I could have sworn it was going to come out in 2018.
What is it?
Catherine Full Body.
Oh, yeah.
I said it last year. I love the original Catherine. It was a crazy game. It was all about pushing blocks and kind of like...
Not like Intelligent Cube.
Not like Intelligent Cube. Oh my god. But Catherine, the original was all about pushing blocks to climb a tower, and that was the basic structure of the gameplay. Mm-hmm. It was a creative way of pushing blocks, so there were all kinds of little caveats into how the blocks worked and everything. And there were technically boss fights where you were being chased by things certain times. But the big thing about the game was it wasn't about necessarily saving the world. Mm-hmm. It was a more personal kind of game because the main character is dealing with relationship stuff. And you had a long-term girlfriend, you had a girl you had an affair with, and it was kind of balancing between the two and making decisions, good, evil, selfish, selfless, that kind of thing. Yeah. It's also hilarious, and it was done by the Persona team. Mm-hmm. And if people out there don't already know, I love me some Persona.
He does.
So, also, great music again.
I'm sure.
Great style.
Oh, yeah.
And the...
Will it come with boxer shorts in the collector's edition?
I haven't seen a collector's edition announced yet.
Lame.
Yeah.
Lame.
Yeah. But that's okay.
Yeah.
The last one also came in a pizza box.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But it's slated to come out Valentine's Day. I'm sorry, Mrs. Dr. Pants. That comes out Valentine's Day. So does the Battle Angel Alita movie.
Oh, yeah, well, it'll be
so,
another interesting development there.
But I'm really, really hoping that it actually comes out this year and they don't keep pushing it back. I don't care if it's a remake. I really want me some more Catherine.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. What about you?
Because my number 2 is Yoshi's Crafted World.
Ooh.
I don't remember if Yoshi was on our last year's lists at all.
I didn't look.
I didn't go and look.
I don't remember either. Is this the first Nintendo game we've talked about for this list?
Yeah, I mean, technically Doom Eternal is also coming out first.
But this is like the first time that we've said like a Nintendo exclusive game.
I know. Well, there's a lot of games but like we have no idea. There's like Shin Megami Tensei, which was on my list last year, and I'm afraid to throw it on this year's list because I don't want to be.
Yeah.
I don't want to be shunned again.
I know.
And there's Metroid Prime 4, which we'll talk about a little while later, and I just don't know.
But not Animal Crossing?
No. Animal Crossing is for other people. That's not me. But anyway,
but Yoshi!
I want some Yoshi, though. I want to jump on pieces of cardboard. I want to lick pieces of felt. I want to make eggs out of... what do they make the eggs out of?
Probably yarn.
Gross.
Probably yarn.
Gross.
Did you play Woolly World?
No, I didn't play any of it. I didn't play a lick of it, actually.
I think I played of it.
Aha! Sorry.
Anyway.
Yeah. No, but I did not. I only played maybe a little bit of multiplayer with you and maybe my brother. But that's about it. With Dad.
Woolly World was a lot of fun, a lot of great collectibles, so I'm looking forward to this one. My only problem is it's a co-op game, but that game gets infinitely harder co-op. It is frustrating with another person.
Very exciting.
No matter how well you may work together, you will drive each other crazy. If you thought you could destroy relationships with Mario Party, with Mario Kart, with Dokapon Kingdom, you have not played Woolly World.
Mm-hmm. But I'm looking to save most of my relationships with Yoshi's Crafted World this year. Bring everyone together.
Looks good. It does look good. Cool. Ready for my number 2?
Uh-huh.
This should not come as any surprise to anybody who has watched us on a regular basis or anybody who knows me personally. Daemon X Machina!
It's giant fighting robots!
It's giant fighting robots on the Switch!
There's robots in
Holy crap!
They're mechs. You get inside them and you build robots.
What else do I have to say? It's giant robots on the Switch.
Check out our Instagram. It's mostly parents building robots.
Seriously.
I'm not kidding.
No. I love giant robots. It is one of my favorite things on the planet. And at this past year's E3, they showed it off.
Blew us out of the water. It was like...
Awesome cel-shaded mech action. It looks customizable. You can get out of the mech. The thing that gets me the most is one of my favorite series from the PS2 era was Armored Core. Mm-hmm. I loved all of the PS2 Armored Core games.
Let's pour one out for the Armored Core.
Armored Core has been around on the PS3 and the Xbox 360, but sadly it's lost something. But some of the people who worked on the Armored Core games are back on this. So I am thrilled. I cannot contain my excitement for this game.
I'm hoping there's a co-op.
Yes.
And there's a little bit of co-op. Even if it's just like the multiplayer mode, there's some co-op missions.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like that.
That's fine. Give us something. But Daemon X Machina, my number 2.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Well, you know, our number ones usually coincide.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 1 year it was Final Fantasy 15.
And 1 year it was Mega Man 11.
It was. So, should we just do it this year and on the count of 3 say our number 1 game of the year?
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Fire Emblem! 3 Houses.
Whoa. Okay. What?
Fire Emblem. What'd you say?
We were going to go Nintendo, right?
We did go Nintendo.
We said that ahead of time. We're like, oh, it's a Nintendo game. We're like, all
It
right.
is a Nintendo.
And I was like, oh, I'm buying what you're selling.
Yeah.
And so it's Fire Emblem?
Fire Emblem 3 Houses. What did you say? Pokemon?
Pokemon. They announced it's officially coming out this year. It doesn't have a title. Don't know anything about it.
I mean, I'm kind of excited for Pokemon, but
yeah,
the series for me has petered out a little bit with Pokemon like Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I didn't get Let's Go.
There was this little announcement that came out just a week ago. Game Freak said that we're going to be very, very surprised at the Pokemon announcement this year. So it makes me wonder if we're going to go like, full on and we're going to embrace the 3D style and maybe even some action RPG elements, change it up that much,
Or just make it massively multiplayer.
That might be really cool too.
That might be really cool. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to lie, Lambo.
Yeah.
I am really excited to see what Pokemon brings. Mm-hmm. I am, but I'm cautiously optimistic at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, Let's Go, we didn't pick it up. I just kind of throw that out there. It came out at the same time as like Fallout 76. And, we got that instead. We enjoyed that, though, actually, quite a bit.
Yeah.
But we kind of stayed away from it mainly because we knew what we were probably going to get with it.
It was a remake of Red and Blue, which
we'd already played a remake of Red and Blue.
A remake of Red and Blue came out years ago on the Game Boy Advance. I actually didn't play it.
Yeah.
But we played the original Red and Blue. We played it to death. I caught all 151.
I beat it again on my 3DS, when it came out.
And to be honest, for me, for Let's Go, the idea of combining Red and Blue with the Pokemon Go mechanics just didn't really sell it for me. Now, a lot of people say it's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. And I'm actually really excited. I may pick it up at some point this year.
I may also, too. But it's just, I didn't have to have it right away. And as I said, you got Pokemon Sun.
Oh, yeah.
I got Pokemon Moon. We beat them.
Yeah.
Did you play it much after that?
No, they were good. It was fun, though.
But I was done after that. Mm-hmm. And Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon just kind of came and went.
So it can go a very generic Pokemon kind of way, and we can get another great entry in the mainline Pokemon series. We can get some kind of like weird Pokemon Go hybrid, or we can get something really cool and special that they have yet to surprise us with.
My only issue with this thought process is every time there's a new generation of Pokemon game, the same things have been said. It's going to be massively multiplayer. They're going to change it up. The gameplay is going to be changed. It's not going to be the same old Pokemon. We thought, go back to our first episode ever. We talk about Sun and Moon and what the possibilities could be. And guess what? Yeah, we got some of the stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But
they got some of the stuff.
Yeah, but it was still just another Pokemon game. And if this is just another Pokemon game, great. I'll probably hop on it. But I got to wait and see.
But what's keeping Fire Emblem from just being another Fire Emblem game?
What the heck is wrong with that? More Fire Emblem! I'm one of those people who, when they announced another Fire Emblem character for Smash Brothers, I said, yes, please.
Why?
You can hate me for it. I don't care.
There's too many Fire Emblem characters in
There
Smash
are too many
Brothers.
Fire Emblem characters in Smash. Okay, let me say this. Yeah. There's too many palette swaps Echo Fighters of Marth. Can we stop with that?
Yeah.
Like, seriously, I'm done.
5 seconds ago?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I have played every Fire Emblem game that has released in America, and I've touched a few of the Japanese ones through some translated ROM.
Yeah, I have it brought up right there.
Yeah. I have loved the handheld ones to pieces. I beat the original one released in the U.S. just titled Fire Emblem. I forget what the actual subtitle is. I have played and beat Sacred Stones. I love the crap out of Awakening. I'm currently playing through Fates. I've got Echoes to work on. I love them all. The only ones I wasn't a big fan of were the console ones, is because some of the magic wasn't there on the console.
So your favorite game that you're looking forward to this year is a console one, though. How
do
you feel about that?
Well, it's on the Switch, which I can put in handheld mode and thoroughly enjoy.
Oh, okay. All right.
But Fire Emblem The Three Houses, we saw the trailer at E3 this year. It is slated to come out this spring. Mm-hmm. From the looks of it, they're adopting some things from Fire Emblem Echoes / Fire Emblem Gaiden. which was kind of the moving around in open spaces, not just playing in tactical battles. Also, there's the aspect changing, where it's not just top-down view, and then when you get into battles, it switches to like a side view where you get to see the fights, like newer Fire Emblems have really focused on. You can actually, it looks like in battle, switch down to a ground level view and like see your troops. And here's the other thing, and I talked about this with Wargroove. The units aren't just your single hero. It's a single hero with an army of like-equipped soldiers. So like your hero archer gets a group of archers with them. Your hero mage gets a group of mages with them. And we're doing stuff like that. That and the UI got an overhaul, and the character models look amazing. The song that plays during that trailer is fantastic, and I've watched that trailer so much. I love Fire Emblem. I want more Fire Emblem. I cannot wait for this game.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, I'll be honest though. When I picked Fire Emblem as number one, I knew you wouldn't pick it.
Well, yeah.
You've never played a Fire Emblem game.
No, not really.
No.
I think I have the one because I was part of the ambassador program.
You have Sacred Stones, which is probably my favorite one.
Yeah.
It's really good.
So there's a few things missing off our list. There's no Metroid Prime 4.
It's not coming out.
What do you mean?
It's not coming out this year.
Are you willing to predict that?
Oh yeah.
And hedge a bet?
Oh, I forgot the hat. But, so Metroid Prime 4 was announced, not this past E3, the E3 before, and we went crazy for it, despite the fact that the people on the internet say that we're not true Metroid fans because we didn't know the music.
Wow, that's true.
I've played every Metroid game. I've beaten all of them, except for the first one?
Yeah?
Yeah, I never beat the first one.
Me either.
I mean, I beat Zero Mission.
That's good enough.
Yeah. Also, I never played Federation Force, but is any Metroid fan really going to get on me for that?
No.
But here's the deal. I love Metroid, and I cannot wait for Metroid Prime 4. I'm super excited for it. But we have heard nothing about the game. All we've gotten is the teaser that showed up at E3 2017.
And no mention of it last year.
No mention. Nintendo has a lot of stuff slated already for this year. We've got Fire Emblem, which is a first-party game.
There's definitely some holes.
But I don't think they're saving it for this year.
See, here's how we're going to do this.
Okay?
I'm going to go against you. I think it's going to come out. Oh, yeah.
When?
I think it'll be a late summer, early like fall release-ish around that time. Or it'll be like a holiday title.
See,
the last time they put one out, it was like the middle of the summer, right?
Which one? Federation Force?
No. Metroid Prime 3. Metroid Prime 3.
That was the spring.
Was it a spring?
That was a spring.
I don't even remember.
It was a spring.
Time ago.
It was. Well, there was Other M. That came out after that. And there was also Return of Samus.
Yeah.
Don't knock Other M. Other M's a good game. Oh, no, it ruined your character. Why are you playing that game for the plot? Huh? Anyway. My issue with that is it's not going to be a holiday title. I really don't think.
Okay.
Because they are going to ramp up to Pokemon. That's going to be their big holiday.
Probably. Although a lot of Pokemon games, at least like the big ones, weren't they like a lot of Septembers and Octobers and Novembers? I mean, if it's November, it's holiday, I guess, but you know what I mean.
It's different times of the year.
Yeah.
They've released in spring a lot of time too. But I think that's going to be their big holiday title.
Interesting.
I think they're going to hold Metroid off until the next year to fill in some gaps. The fact that we didn't see anything at E3 kind of tips me off to that, because we've seen a lot of games.
I don't know. We just got done saying that, last year and the year before, they announced a bunch of stuff right at the beginning of the year.
They did, so they could surprise me. But there's a lot of other stuff that they could announce. I mean, I'm still waiting for Bayonetta 3. But I just think because it had no presence at E3 2018, I don't think Metroid Prime 4 is coming out this year. I think we're going to see a big push for it at E3 2019 with a 2020 release date.
Interesting.
So that does it for our outlook on 2019 as of right now, real early in. And it's our 4th year.
I know.
It's our 4th year doing it. 4 years. We're going into our 4th year at least, but 3 full years we've been doing this. And I just got to say, we do this as a hobby. We do this for fun because we love to talk about this stuff. And also, over the past few years, we love interacting with you guys. We're at, almost 700 subscribers.
Yeah, we've had the greatest growth in the last year, actually.
That's nuts. We never thought we'd get where we're at. And I mean, it's not much, but it's enough, and it really, really, we feel it. Feel it right here. But thank you to everybody who's been watching us. Thank you to all our subscribers, all our fans, people who just check out and watch our show.
Mr. Snailrail's merch. Sorry.
It's all right. We've been interacting with you guys more, though, because we've been streaming. Almost every Friday, we've been getting online. We've been streaming just some random game. We streamed Super Mario RPG,
Legend of Zelda,
Ocarina of Time. What did we stream last week? It was Smash Brothers and Persona 5, Dancing and Starlight. We're going to keep doing fun stuff. Eventually, we're going to do Mega Man Legends, because this Mega Man fans never played it.
Never played it.
But thank you to everybody from the bottom of our hearts. We really, really appreciate it, and we look forward to the next year and what everything's going to bring. So, for Nerdstrodamus, I'm Dr. Pants.
I'm Lambo.
We'll catch you some other time.